Hi, I'm Rado, and you are watching No Enemies Here Wargaming News.
Red Sash Games. This is what's new for Red Sash Games. Army of Italy, Le Divertissement Royal, Volume 12 in the Lace War series. The components: 5 map sections representing the regions of the Maritime Alps and the Upper Po Valley. The scale is 4 kilometers per hex. You get 840 die-cut counters representing the French forces and their opponents. Rules, charts, tables, and display cards, and an historical commentary. Lock and Load Publishing, Bloody Mohawk, the French and Indian War. Designer, Bill Molyneux, the artists, Jose Ramon Faura, published by Lock and Load. What we get with this game is 12 8.5 by 11-inch maps, 1 counter sheet of 88 laser cut counters or printed counters, based on the options selected by the customer, 1 game manual, 1 play raid card, and 1 10-sided die. Compass Games, New Direction in Gaming. Night Fighter Ace, Air Defense over Germany, 1943 to 1944. This is a solitaire tactical level game which places you in command of a German night fighter during World War II. Complexity is 6 out of 10, solitaire suitability is 10 out of 10, the time scale is 3 to 4 days per turn. The map scale is abstracted. The unit scale: individual aircraft, individual weapon system, individual electronic system, specific crew members, and ammo rounds. This is a solo game with the option for 2 or more, and the playing time is 2 to 3 hours. And what we get with this game is 1 counter sheet of 9 16-inch unit counters, 16 aircraft display mats, 4 play raid cards, 1 combat display mat, 1 bomber target map, 1 pilot award display mat, 1 1 air operations display mat, 40 ace pilot cards, 60 combat cards, rules, 1 log sheet, 2 6-sided die and 1 10-sided die, and a box and a lid. Lock and Load, Tigers in the Snow, Nations at War series. This is a platoon level combat in World War II. Tigers in the Snow depicts the nail-biting combat during the Battle of the Bulge in their Nations at War series. In December of 1944, Hitler launched Wacht am Rhein, catching the Allies completely by surprise. And Hitler's plan was to surprise the Allies with an encirclement attack, which would force the Allies into a peace treaty with terms favorable for the Axis. The end result is obviously they lost the bloody war. What we get in Tigers in the Snow is 5 double-side seasonal maps, 4 counter sheets with over 350 plus counters, 1 color module booklet, 14 scenarios, 1 core game system, 2 unit cost sheets, 4 play raids, 2d6. Complexity is 5 out of 10. Solitaire suitability is 7 out of 10. Ages is 12 and over. Players 1 to 2, and the time required to play this game is 2 to 4 hours. This is a game designed by Sean Drullinger. The end result is obviously they lost the bloody war. Okay, quick lesson on the Battle of the Bulge. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hitler bet the house. Never bet the house, man. Anyways, there was complete secrecy, radio silence on the German side, and the Americans were completely surprised. Anyways, the Americans, they had to defend a town called Bastogne. Because why? Well, there was a lot of roads that went through it, and he who controls the roads, well, they control the roads. And if you control the roads, well, you could charge tax. So Hitler sent in 600,000 soldiers, and they didn't have enough gas. Even though they had these big scary Panther tanks, tanks run on gas. So anyways, the Germans, they were having a hard time, so this officer or general anyways comes over to McAuliffe and he tells McAuliffe, hey, you better surrender or you're gonna die. And McAuliffe says, kiss my
hot potato, cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti.
Actually, he says nuts. So then the weather cleared up, the Americans kicked German Heine, and the rest is history. Trial of Strength, War on the Eastern Front 1941-1945, 2nd edition. Trial of Strength is an Eastern Front strategic game set during World War II, designed by Dave O'Connor. What we get with this game is 4 color 32 by 22 inch maps, 900 plus counters on 7 counter sheets, a color rulebook with 2nd edition rules, a color game examples of play and scenario booklet, 2 11 by 17 play rate cards, 4 8 by 11 play rate cards, 1 heavy duty box, 1 D10. Complexity 7 out of 10, solitaire suitability 5 out of 10, the ages to play this is 14 plus, players are 1 to 4, time to play this game is 5 to 50 hours, the scale 3 turns per month, 45 miles per hex, units are corps and armies. Now 5 to 50 hours. 50 hours. Now that's a work week. Imagine if we got paid doing this. Imagine. Compass Games. Indian Ocean Region, South China Seas Volume 2. Modern Naval Conflict in the Indian Ocean. A game designed by John Gorkowski. Complexity is 7 out of 10. Solitaire suitability is 6 out of 10. Time scale, 1 turn, between 3 and 7 hours. Map scale, 1 hex, equals 45 nautical miles. The unit scale, aircraft squadrons, pairs of ships, subs, land battalions. Best played with 2 players, can be played with 3. Playing time, 2 to 4 hours, depending on scenario. What we get with this game is 3 22 by 34 inch map sheets, 3 counter sheets totaling 390 3/4 of an inch counters, a deck of 39 political cards, 2 play rate cards, rules, scenario book, 2 dice, and a box and a lid. GMT, Storms Above the Reich, a solitaire game by Jerry White and Mark Asted. The time scale, each turn equals seconds and minutes. The map scale is area movement. The unit scale is individual fighters, and number of players 1 to 4. Complexity is medium low, and solitaire suitability is super high. The components, 1 17 by 22 inch map board, double-sided, 1 22 by 34 inch map board, double-sided, 1 8 by 5 by 22 inch off-map display panel, 1 8.5 by 11 pad, 2 counter sheets, 1 sheet of 1 inch counters and 1 sheet of 5 and 8 inch counters, 60 blocks, 2 sticker sheets, 96 attack and continuing fire cards, 4 bifold play raids, 1 pursuit map, 1 interception map, a rulebook, 1 situation manual, 2 advanced rulebooks, I should say 1 advanced rulebook, and 2 10-sided die. Cody of the Discriminating Gamer is giving you a unboxing review of The War Chest, a game by Trevor Benjamin and David Thompson of Pavlov's House fame. The artist is Brigitte Indelicato, published by Alderock Entertainment Group, AEG. Jeff McAleer of the Gaming Gang is unboxing and taking a first look at Brawling Battleships on his daily dope from Lost Battalion Games, a game designed by Bruce Korn and S. Craig Taylor. Mauro FAINA is doing a playthrough of Lion of Judah. In Italian it would be Giochiamo a Lion of Judah. So this is an Italian playthrough. Yeah. This is a Compass Games game, new direction in gaming. Designer Javier Romero, and the artist is Knut Grunitz, published by Compass Games. Nouvelle du front, la web TV consacrée aux jeux d'histoire sur carte, is giving us a review of Cataclysm, a Second World War. A game designed by Scott Muldoon and William Terdoslavich. The artists are Charles Keebler, Terry Leeds, and Roger B. McGowan, published by GMT. Oh yeah, I forgot something. If you don't understand French, forget it. Rob Orne of Rob's Tabletop World. In his War and Pieces, he has a video out on choosing a game to introduce new people to wargaming. GIMPY is doing a Down in Flames Locked On Solitaire review through, a game by DVG. BLASTPOP shops so you can save. Takes a look at some cheap deck holders for cards. Plus he's got a great new intro. Worthington Publishing has a video out on how to play Hastings 1066. Game designed by Louis Pulsifer. The artist is Sean Cook, published by Worthington Publishing. You want to know what's happening on the big board? I'll tell you what's happening on the big board. Kevin, CEO of the big board, is checking out a prototype, Herman Luttman's Crowbar, and he gives you his early play comments. Dave of the Centurions Review is doing an unboxing of Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. This is a game designed by William Cardwell and David F. Tepoul, published by FASA. Mo of Mo's Game Table is unboxing Atlantic Storm from Lock and Load Publishing. This is the Admiral's Edition, designed by Ben Knight. The artists are Blackwell Hurd and Mark von Marschall, published by Lock and Load. Napoleon's Triumph is giving you a heads up on what's on his table for August 2018. Charles Cab of Charlotte Area Historical Gaming is showing you how to make your own battle maps for Memoir 44 using Vassal. Counterattack is doing a playthrough of Empire of the Sun, a game by Mark Herman, published by GMT. So far he's on turn 1. He is also replaying a Russ Gifford Advanced Squad Leader training video. This is ASL 201, Section 9B, using guns to hit number. The Itinerant Hobbyist is live learning a Victory Lost, a game published by MMP, a game designed by Tetsuya Nakamura. The artist is Nicholas Escoby, and again this is published by MMP. Bare Bones Wargaming, Tim Korchnoy's channel, is doing a video on D-Day at Iwo Jima, a game designed by Joe Yost and published by Decision Games. Grant and Alexander of the Player's Aid review Hitler's Reich, World War II in Europe, a game designed by Mark McLaughlin and Fred Schachter, published by GMT. Grant interviews Harold Buchanan, designer of Flashpoint, South China Seas, at Gen Con. This game is currently on GMT's P500. Thought that was funny. Didn't you think that was funny? Come on. It's a joke. Have a sense of humor. God, us wargamers, we're so tight! Take it easy. RockCon 2018, October 19th to the 21st at Tabala Event Center, 7910 Newburgh Road, Rockford, Illinois. Pacificon 40, August 31st to September 3rd, 2018. This is Labor Day weekend at Santa Clara Marriott Hotel, 2700 Mission College Boulevard in Santa Clara, California. Thanks for watching, and I hope I see you next week.